Romania confirms Russian drone debris fell on its territory.
Here's a summary of the article.
Debris from a Russian drone fell on NATO country Romania after the Kremlin blitzed a Ukrainian port on the Danube River, Romanian Defense Minister Angel Tilve said Wednesday. We covered a very large area, including the area about which there were discussions in the public space, and I confirm that pieces were found that could be a drone, Tilve said Wednesday, according to local media outlet Antenna 3 CNN. Russia has been bombarding Ukrainian ports on the banks of the Danube since President Vladimir Putin pulled out of the Black Sea grain deal, with missiles and killer drones frequently landing near Romania. Ukraine on Monday said that Russian debris fell on Romanian territory after an attack, which was vigorously denied by Romanian President Klaus Iohannis. Last November, NATO held crisis talks after a missile landed in Poland, though US President Joe Biden later said it was unlikely to have been fired from Russia. As NATO members, Romania and Poland are protected under Article 5 of the Military Alliances Treaties, which says that an attack on one member will be considered an attack on all members.
This post received a score of 5,700, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Where all the people claiming that Ukraine lied about this are now?
Still in Russia.
Hey, some of them are probably getting shot at now.
And the rest falling out of windows.
I think this would be a good excuse for NATO to set up on their borders with Ukraine and clear airspace in that range. Would be a nice safe zone for Ukraine. This is what NATO should have done after the Poland incident. Put on the border and declare that anything within 100 kilometers of the border and on a trajectory that could bring it into NATO territory will be shot down. Or something similar. While agree, I think that now that attacks have decreased somewhat, it would be less controversial.
Most of the war has pivoted back towards the eastern half of Ukraine now. These defenses would have been more vital to NATO over a year ago when Russia was at Kyiv's doorstep.
Yes, but that's all the more reason to think it would be feasible now.
Wasn't there an actual explosion on the Romanian side? And yet here they're saying that debris fell.
Technically 99.9999% piece of a drone is also debris. Also, they found debris on the ground, so it is safe to assume that it was never a drone, just a bunch of debris.
Must have been carried by the wind.
I guess Ukraine got tired of taking one for the team after the Poland incident last year. I'm referring to the first Poland missile incident last year, BTW, not the second one where a Russian missile landed there in December and was swept under the rug until someone stumbled across it back in April.
The Poland incident is largely believed to have been a Ukrainian anti-air missile. This is the first incident where the missile is believed to have been launched by the Russians.
Largely believed because after the first Polish reports about 2 missiles, an emergency NATO meeting took place, and in another few hours we had an official statement that it was Ukrainian stray AD missile. Like, in another accident Russians destroyed American drone, and what we had? It was unprofessional from the Russian pilots, or something. Even if another drone or a missile would fall and kill somebody, we'll hear that Russians didn't intend to do that, so it was an accident. Because Russians seeing such reactions start at don't give two fucks about what NATO would say, and will continue blow up things near the NATO border.
To be fair, they weren't intentional attacks on a NATO country. It wasn't a deliberate missile strike on a Romanian or Polish target. Having said that, I think the better response from Romania and Poland would have been to first say, we aren't sure where it came from, we are investigating. Emphasis on closing the airspace, with the understanding that Ukraine still has safe air travel corridors through into neighboring nations.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.